feeling bored and stuck at home while others are having fun. Stay tuned as we explore how you can enhance your leisure activities and start enjoying life again. Welcome to Cheap Talk. Ready to dive into something kind of essential? We're talking about play. Like really playing. Not just scrolling, but genuine, engaging fun.
Right? It's like we've forgotten how. That post resonated, the one about seeing everyone's exciting weekends on social media while you're stuck at home, phone in hand, feeling blah.
Totally. And it's not just FOMO, it's like got a skill deficit. This whole idea of a play quotient or leisure quotient is fascinating.
Leisure quotient? I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Well, think about it. We're told as kids, don't waste time playing, study. Then we grew up and the only play is mindless scrolling.
Oh, too real. So, how do we get better at playing? Like, is there a class one can take?
Maybe not a formal class, but the article makes some great points. It's not about expensive toys or elaborate vacations, it's about mindset. Finding joy in simple things, being present, exploring new experiences.
So, like making a leaf kebab on your walk home, that kind of thing?
Exactly. Or turning a regular walk into a game of tag using location sharing. It's about that childlike wonder, seeing the world with fresh eyes.
I get that. It's like kids don't need fancy toys. A cardboard box is a spaceship, a stick is a magic wand. We lose that as we grow up.
We do. And it's not just about having fun, it's about resilience too, learning to deal with challenges, setbacks, even competition through play.
That's interesting. Almost like a low stakes practice run for real life?
Precisely. And it's linked to better mental and physical health too. Less stress, lower blood pressure, all that good stuff.
Makes sense. So, embracing play isn't just about goofing off, it's about self improvement?
In a way, yeah. It's about cultivating a more joyful and resilient self. And it can even boost your work performance, believe it or not.
Oh, how so?
The article mentions having a passion outside of work, something completely different, can actually make you more productive. It's like a recharge, something to look forward to. Hmm.
Right, like that friend who travels every weekend, even though they have a demanding job. They come back refreshed and ready to tackle the week.
Totally. If you guys enjoy this kind of insightful chat, be sure to like and subscribe. We've got tons more coming your way.
And don't forget to share this with your friends who might need a little play inspiration. Now, back to this leisure quotient thing. What else did the article say about how to boost it?
Well, it's like, when you're a kid, building a fort is the ultimate achievement, right? You're not thinking, oh, this will improve my spatial reasoning skills. You're just in it.
Totally. Pure, unadulterated joy. But the article, this fun habit book, actually does connect play to those bigger benefits, like improved problem solving.
Oh, yeah? How so?
Well, it talks about how play encourages like experimentation. You try things, you fail, you try again, no big deal. It builds resilience, just like you were saying earlier.
Right, and that translates to real world situations like not being afraid to take risks at work or, trying a new recipe even if you burn the first batch.
Exactly. And that 2009 study, the one on enjoyable leisure activities, backs this up, showing links between like play and well-being, both mentally and physically.
Seriously? Less stress? Better physical health just from playing? Sign me up.
Ha, right? It's almost too easy. But the thing is, it has to be enjoyable. Forced fun isn't really fun, is it?
Definitely not. It's about finding what truly sparks your interest. Like for me, it's photography. Completely different from writing, but it recharges me in a way nothing else does.
And that's where the productivity boost comes in, right? That Luthen's article from 2002 talked about the importance of positive organizational behavior. Having something outside of work to look forward to, something you're passionate about, it fuels you.
Totally. And it doesn't have to be some grand adventure. It could be as simple as like tending to your garden, playing a board game, or learning a new language. It's about the process.
Absolutely. It's about engaging with something fully and finding that flow. Remember we talked about that a few episodes back?
Oh yeah. Finding that state of complete absorption where time just disappears. That's a powerful feeling.
It is. And if you're digging this conversation about rediscovering play, hit that like button and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it.
Yes, we love hearing from you guys, so leave us a comment too, telling us your favorite way to play. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
And we're back. So, where were we? Ah, yes, the leisure quotient. What are some practical ways to actually increase this thing?
So it's not just about like taking a break, right? It's about actively using leisure to process stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like that 2002 Leisure Sciences article It talks about leisure as a resource for dealing with negative life events.
Oh, interesting. So not just bouncing back from tough times, but actually growing from them?
Exactly. They talk about like three main ways leisure helps: self protection, self restoration, and personal transformation.
Ooh, personal transformation? That sounds intense.
Well, yeah, it's like using leisure to make sense of what happened, to find meaning in it, maybe even change your perspective, you know?
I see. Interesting. So not just forgetting about it, but integrating it into your narrative?
Exactly. And the self protection part, that's about like creating a buffer, shielding yourself from the immediate impact of something bad.
Right, right. So like after a tough day at work, going for a run or losing yourself in a good book, escaping, basically?
Yeah, but in a healthy way. It's not about denial, it's about giving yourself time and space to process. And then there's self restoration.
Which is, hmm,
It's about rebuilding, replenishing your resources, like emotionally, mentally, even physically after a setback. Like imagine you're dealing with a loss. Maybe gardening helps you feel grounded again, reconnects you to life.
got it, got it. So like different types of leisure activities serve different purposes?
Totally. And that 2021 study in the Journal of Happiness Studies, it talks about how sport specifically can boost happiness in older adults, partly because of the social connections it
Oh,
creates.
that makes sense. It's like that sense of community belonging that can be so important, especially as you get older.
Right? It's not just about the physical activity itself, it's the whole social ecosystem around it. And if you guys are finding this conversation helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Yes, we love connecting with you all. And leave a comment. Tell us how you use leisure to navigate life's ups and downs.
So, about that Kelly et al. Study from 2020, what did they find about the link between play and well being? I'm curious.
Well, that Kelly et al. Study from 2020, it really dives into how play, like real play, can boost well-being. It's not just about having fun, it's like deeply connected to how we handle stress and even find meaning in life.
Oh, yeah? So, like, more than just blowing off steam after a long day?
Exactly. It's about building psychological resources, things like resilience, self-efficacy, that kind of thing.
So, playing helps us become more resilient? I can see that, actually. Like, when you lose a game, you learn to deal with disappointment, right?
Totally. And it's not just about bouncing back from setbacks, it's about like actively using leisure to process difficult experiences. That 2002 Leisure Sciences article, it talks about how leisure can be a resource for dealing with negative life events.
Interesting. So, not just escaping from problems, but actually using leisure time to grow from them? Kind of like self therapy?
In a way, yeah. They talk about self-protection, self-restoration, and even personal transformation, like using leisure to find meaning in tough situations. Hmm.
Wow, that's pretty deep. So, it's not just about what you do in your free time, it's about how you do it, right?
Exactly. And that's where that leisure seriousness thing comes in. Like how much you invest in your leisure activities, how committed you are to them, that can have a big impact on how much you benefit.
Makes sense. Like someone who casually scrolls through social media versus someone who's deeply engaged in a hobby like photography or learning a new language.
Totally. And speaking of hobbies, that Brown and Vaughn book from 2009, Play, it talks about how play literally shapes the brain, opens up the imagination, all that good stuff.
Oh, I've heard of that one. It's supposed to be amazing. So, are we talking about like childlike play here or adult leisure activities?
Both, actually. It's about tapping into that sense of wonder, that pure joy, no matter what you're doing, whether it's building a Lego castle or, going on a hike. Hmm.
Right, right. It's about finding that flow state. Remember, we talked about that a few episodes back, where you're totally absorbed in what you're doing and time just disappears.
Exactly. And if you're enjoying this conversation, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this too. Leave a comment telling us about your favorite way to play.
And if you want to dive even deeper into this topic, check out the show notes for links to all the studies we mentioned. They're really fascinating. And that wraps up another episode of Cheap Talk. Thank you all for listening. Be sure to tune in next week for another engaging conversation. And for me, a final goodbye and see you next time.